Hey, what's up, everyone? So I made an earlier video on this, and the audio was just really low, and many of you let me know in the comments. So I'm just gonna make this video again. So if you're gonna be watching this and you're gonna be listening, you're most likely a Spectre Divide enjoyer. All right, you like the game, you want to see the game to be succeed. You want it to be successful. However, I don't think that's gonna be the case, man. The development studio behind this game is pretty much going to be fighting an uphill battle to keep player retention and to try to get new players in the game. Now that is really difficult. I think the timing of the release of the game is kind of not really good for them. And also, it doesn't help that the game launched with some negative press, right? So everyone knows about the Spectre Divide launch with outrageous $90 gun skins out of the gate. This article is from a PC Gamer. Many people kind of picked it up too. As you can see right here, brutal review bombing forces Spectre Divide devs to drop skins prices on launch day. And there's just more articles on that. And here's another article saying the Spectre Divide reduces cosmetic skin price from $90 to $70. I don't know, is that even any better? Still kind of high. Still ridiculous. And here's another article saying Spectre Divide developer apologizes for huge launch week misses. So your first impression from a new game studio releasing a new game, you need to have positive first impressions. All right. This doesn't really help. All right. Not only that, but Deadlock is coming. People are playing Deadlock. There's more people playing Deadlock in closed alpha or closed beta. It's invite only, right? It's an invite only game and already has 122,000 players online right now. Okay, all-time peak was 171. This game's not even out yet. It's not even released. And so imagine if it releases. Imagine if it goes into open beta. This might be 500,000 players. All right. So Spectre Divide has competition. All right. There's also another game called FragPunk that is also coming out. Pretty much, I would say it's similar to Spectre Divide. All right. FragPunk is a new, fast-paced 5v5 hero-based FPS. All right, featuring power-up cards that bend the rules of combat. So it's a similar game to Spectre Divide, Valorant, CS2. It's one of those games that falls in that category of those type of games, right? Now listen, XDefiant launched, right, and even that's having trouble. This report is new. It's maybe 2 weeks old, but it says Ubisoft's once popular FPS is running out of time. XDefiant launched to big player numbers, but now its developers are struggling to keep players around. All right, here's another article. As it struggles to find players, Ubisoft's XDefiant will give you $9 in fun bucks if you log in a few times over the next couple of weeks. So these two games are struggling. Let's look at Spectre Divide's player statistics, right? Player account. Let me refresh this. Let's look at the chart and let's look at all. So this is when the game launched. You see, it's just a slope that's declining. All right, day by day, it just keeps declining. Now, yes, this is going to go up sometimes when they release updates, when they they push for marketing, things like that. But what does this tell you about the future of the game? Less players playing a free-to-play game, meaning less players buying microtransactions, which translates to less money for the developer. So they're not going to be able to sustain making little to no money from this game. So in my last video, I predicted that Spectre Divide will most likely shut down next year. That's just my prediction. I mean, unless they, um, I mean, here's what I think they need to do. They need to release the console, cross-platform console versions as soon as possible. They need to also release the game on different platforms. For example, release the game on Epic Game Store. I mean, why not? Why is this game only on Steam? Release it on Epic Game Store. There's, of course, a possibility that more players on there will install the game and play it. It's still early days. I mean, I understand the game really just came out. However, this is not a good sign for the game. Okay? They can also do like a marketing push by sponsoring a bunch of players, streamers, and they can do like a weekend push, like all these sponsor streamers stream the game over this weekend, and that could also push players into the game. But as of right now, it doesn't look good, man. So our prediction is, if the developers don't get their ish straight, this game might shut down by next year, sometime next year. That's just my opinion. I think this game is heading towards failure. They could turn, the sinking ship around. Of course, anything is possible. But from right now, it doesn't look too good. I was even reading the Reddit on Spectre Divide, and there's like a little community post saying, hey guys, we need to leave ratings, positive ratings for the game on Steam, so more players can, read the reviews and, want to play the game, things like that. Right now, the player score, as you can see, 6,000 positive reviews and 4,000 negative reviews. So that's Spectre Divide for right now. They need to hurry because more games are going to be releasing, which means more competition for Spectre Divide. Once again, Deadlock. I mean, I don't think Mountaintop Studios knew anything about Deadlock or the release. And it's funny when kind of Deadlock was kind of like leaked and announced, that's when Spectre Divide was released, right? So I think they're even kind of scared of what Deadlock is going to do. It might just drag a bunch of Spectre Divide players from the game into Deadlock. Now, the thing is also with Spectre Divide is, we get it. It's influenced by CS2. It's influenced by Valorant, Overwatch. But it has one unique mechanic. It has the Spectre mechanic, the clone mechanic, which is, yes, that's what makes it unique. That's what really sets it apart from the other games that are similar like it. However, let me go to Google real quick. Valorant Spectre mode. Where is it? I seen an article on it. Pretty much the article said that Valorant might even release their own Spectre type mode. So imagine if Valorant releases their own Spectre mode. Wouldn't that just completely destroy everything that Spectre Divide is? It makes it unique. Was it Valorant or was it Overwatch? It was one of those games. Oh, look at this article right here. I'll gotta check that out. Overwatch. It was one of those games, Spectre mode. Anyways, maybe I'll find an article later on, but let me see this this post on this website. Why am I not a big fan of this game? There's no momentum and movement, big and useless maps, which empty due to there being only 3 players. The utility is an awkward mix of CS and Val, which feels clunky. The shooting is much easier and easier to hit shots, a lack of available servers in different regions. There's a lot of outplay potential and can be fun in a more casual setting. Somebody says it's Valorant but 3v3. You play two agents, but the shooting, graphics, servers, community, abilities, and movement is worse. If anything was going to remove a bit of Valorant players, it'll be Deadlock, but I still doubt it. The biggest issue for me is the big maps. The big maps add a new thing, which is the barriers are. Anyways, these guys are just talking about the game. I've never heard of this website, but this video is already long enough, man. I said what I said. Let me know what you think in the comments. Once again, I have nothing against the game. I have nothing against the development studio, Mountaintop Studios. I'm just giving my opinion. I just giving my prediction. Take care, everyone. Peace.